When you look up to the night sky, what do you see? Well, what you are actually looking has already happened. When you see a beam of lightning flash across the sky and moments pass before you hear the bellowing of thunder, that is also the past you hear too. While sound travels about 1 kilometer every 3 seconds, light travels 300,000 kilometers every second. When we see a flash of lighting 3 kilometers away, we are seeing something that happened 1/100th of a millisecond ago. That's not exactly the distant past. But as we look further afield, we can peer further back. We can see seconds, minutes, hours, and years into the past with our own eyes. Looking through a telescope, we can look even further into the past. A second back in time. If you really want to look back in time, you need to look up. The moon is our nearest celestial neighbor, a world with valleys, mountains, and craters. It's also about 380,000 kilometers away, so it takes 1.3 seconds for light to travel from the moon to us. We see the moon not as it is, but as it was 1.3 seconds ago. This 1.3 second delay is perceptible when mission control talks to astronauts on the moon. Radio waves travel at the speed of light, so a message from mission control takes 1.3 seconds to get to the moon. And even the quickest of replies takes another 1.3 seconds to come back. Minutes and hours. It's not hard to look beyond the moon and further back in time. The sun is about 150 million kilometers away, so we see it as it was about 8 minutes ago. Even our nearest planetary neighbors, Venus and Mars, are tens of millions of kilometers away, so we see them as they were minutes ago. When Mars is very close to Earth, we are seeing it as it was about 3 minutes ago, but at other times, light takes more than 20 minutes to travel from Mars to Earth. This presents some problems if you're on Earth controlling a rover on Mars. If you're driving the rover at 1 kilometer per hour, then the lag, due to the finite speed of light, means the rover could be 200 meters ahead of where you see it, and it could travel another 200 meters after you command it to hit the brakes. Years. The night sky is full of stars, and those stars are incredibly distant. The distances are measured in light years, which corresponds to the distance traveled by light in 1 year. That's about 9 trillion kilometers. Alpha Centauri, the nearest star visible to the unaided eye, is at a distance 270,000 times the distance between Earth and the Sun. That's 4 light years, so we see Alpha Centauri as it was 4 years ago. You sure saw this star. It's called Betelgeuse. This star is in the constellation Orion, and it's about 640 light years away. If Betelgeuse exploded tomorrow, and it will explode one day, we wouldn't know about it for centuries. Now imagine, for aliens living 80 light years away, if they point a telescope at the Earth, World War II is still occurring. For aliens living 65 million light years ago is now 65 million light years away. So if aliens point their telescope at the Earth, they could see dinosaurs roaming the Earth. And for aliens living 4.5 billion light years away, our solar system is still not formed. So when you look up, remember you aren't seeing things as they are now, you're seeing things as they were. Without really trying, you can see years into the past. You can see millions of years into the past with your very own eyes.